should be seeing something special. I do see something special. I have had the opportunity to have Rika find a new love, and I have to say, I had to get her a gift befitting of the occasion, and she looks amazing. So I'd like to introduce you to Rika's new love interest, Rhela, and she looks amazing in the awesome Valentine's dress that we got a few years ago for Valentine's Day. It's just a wonderful outfit. It's the best outfit. It's one of the best, I think, ever for the history of this particular, not just for Valentine's Day, but for all these special events in Final Fantasy XIV. It just is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. So, shall we go and meet with the Valentine family for another year of Valentine's Day? So with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So, with Rhela at my side, I think this is only appropriate that we would do this as a couple. I'd say to her, let's do it. Let's be off and let the Valentine family know that we have returned. Because they have returned, and we can't wait to be able to go and take this on. So, with Rhela at my side, I am looking to do this. She seems really happy about this, and so do I. And of course, when Valentine's Day comes around, we can always count on Lady Lisette, the head of House Valentine, to be around to do her thing. So let's go ahead and speak with her to take on this year's edition of the Valentine's Day quest for 2023 at level 15, entitled Suited for Affection. Lisette de Valentine's gaze is sultry, yet her eyes wander uneasily. As dawnlight kisses sky above, so to eternal beams my love. Though dusk may drown the world in grey, the night shall taste... Why, hello there! If it isn't my hero Razil, my champion of chercheurs, 'tis ever a pleasure to meet you in these rosiest of seasons. And I'm glad to see you too, Lisette. If you have a moment, I should be much obliged to hear your thoughts upon a certain matter of the heart. Of my heart, to be precise. And why is that? You see, my sister Astrid has been demanding to lead the celebrations this year. Yet while her enthusiasm does her credit, I simply cannot shirk my responsibilities as head emissary of Ardor. No matter what I say, she refuses to budge on the matter, but perhaps she would heed reason if were it to come from an impartial party, and such a charming one at that. So I beg you, will you not try to talk some sense into her? I'll do what I can. So yeah, hello there Astrid, welcome back. I heard what my sister told you, but I simply must be allowed to oversee the festivities this year. I have my reasons. Well, yeah, I've been at this since 2020 now. Lisette herself has a love, yet she devotes all her time and energy to the happiness of others when she should be focusing on her own. And that, of course, is Hortefance, who we've met on a number of occasions long ago. Yeah, the shock on her face says it all. I must confess, I didn't always approve of my sister's choice of partner. With his lowly upbringing, I believe Hortefance didn't deserve her. Yeah, we've heard about that before. But through my work as an emissary, I've come to realize that such things as birth and station matter not so long as there is love. And you should be embracing this occasion to foster that love instead of worrying about others. Look here, Astrid, I appreciate your concern, I do. But the reputation of House Valentine hinges on the success of these celebrations. As Lady of the House, I've labored to ensure that everything has gone smoothly, year in and year out. Failure is not an option. You understand this, yes? Yeah, she does. I know this full well, sister, and I won't fail us. I even have the assistance of our new emissary in training. Continuing the bloodline, huh? Perfectly appropriate for Valentine's Day, I would believe. What do you think, adventurer? Well, what do I think? Yeah, I'd say leave it to Astrid, it'll make you feel better, I'll help too. Or will this emissary in training spend more time helping, or, training? But yeah, I think Astrid's gotten her feet wet long enough. Well now, who am I to turn away an offer of help from such a charming adventurer? It's Rika. It's what she does best. Yes, with your good self watching over Astrid, I believe I can entrust this year's celebration to her with an easy heart. And so, I hereby leave our legacy in your hands. So long as you stay true to your heart, you will surely do us proud. And even should something go awry, fret not, there is little I cannot fix with my indubitable charms. Right then. Yeah, you can tell she's doing this begrudgingly. Look at that eye roll. I suppose I'll go and embrace the spirit of the season. Turn it over to the young ones. You sprouted a tree, now we need to see it bloom and blossom. Whew, with Lisette gone, we may finally begin our work. Speaking of which, I must immediately impose upon you. Originally, I was meant to make the rounds with Emily, our new recruit, to advertise the event we shall be hosting later on. However, now that I have officially assumed my sister's responsibilities, I am required to remain here at our post. Might you accompany Emily in my stead? I certainly can. Thank you. Pray wait a moment while I fetch her. And away she goes with that enthusiasm that she has. And so sometime later, yeah, there's Astrid, and whoever this is. But actually it's Astrid who has done a costume swap of sorts. In love's fine season, our task is one, to spread gay tidings to all and, one, allow me to present our new apprentice of affection. Yeah, bit shocking, isn't it? Yes, well, the dress is quite a departure from my usual attire, but if I am to follow in Lisette's footsteps, I must naturally adopt a lovely image. Which brings us to Miss Emily, now taking over Astrid's tuxedo. Nice to meet you, adventurer. My name is Emily, and it will be my pleasure to advertise the festivities together. Let Emily know when you are ready to fly forth upon the wings of ardor and spread the word of our happy congregation. Yeah, she can't wait to get started. And I have a shocked look on my face, maybe because we're seeing something that we have not seen in Astrid since she made her 2020 debut, and that's being in something else. Anyway, Rhela is already on her way to do the various things that are needing to be done, so looks like we'll go ahead and speak with Emily once she comes in the camera. Yeah, there she is. Shall we be off then? This being my first time promoting an event, I'm not certain how to start talking to strangers. Might I ask you to take the lead? Alright. Thank you. I'll be sure to observe you closely. Now then, shall we head first to the Leatherworkers Guild? I dare say some folk there will be interested in our event. An interesting choice, but sure. Emily is now accompanying you. So just like things we've seen before since Heavensward or Endwalker was introduced in 2021. Yeah, can you believe it's been 2 years now since Heavensward came around? Or Endwalker. I want to say Endwalker, but I keep saying Heavensward. I have no idea why. But along the way, we'll head on over to the Leatherworkers Guild, and there is an opportunity to speak with Emily, so let's go ahead and do that here on the bridge, and discuss Valentine's Day with her. Look, you can see the amphitheater from here. Yeah, not very well, but you can. I simply love Valentine's Day. The soft colors, the hearts, the adorable costumes. Of which we are both wearing. I'm so glad I found the courage to ask Lisette if I could become an emissary. It's nothing short of a dream come true. Well, let's see how well we can make your dream come true. By speaking with our side resident here, this Mikote. Huh, looks like I'm early. Wonder if there's something to do to pass the time. Well, I may have something for you. Come celebrate Valentine's Day with us. Hearken thee for Valentine's Day, that grand celebration of art or affection is come once more. Or just be dwarf and go full blown lally-ho. Yeah. Hello there. I'm doing the blow kiss emote. Amazing! I can imagine Lisette herself is delivering such a delightful invitation. Valentine's Day celebrations are being held at Miketo's Amphitheater. There will be costumes and merrymaking, and a special congregation wherein participants profess their love. Please join us if you have the time. Well, now that does sound like fun. I'll head over at once. Why, thanks for letting me know. And who knows, you might find that special someone too.
That went well. Let's keep up the good work. Next, let's head to the Shaded Bower on the way to the markets. Oh, and I shall try taking the lead this time. Your example was most inspiring.
Well, let's see just how it carries over when we get to our next person of interest. It's over near the Shaded Bower, as was mentioned. So as we approach, not only do we see our next person, we also see another opportunity to talk. So let's go ahead and speak with Emily again as we've caught up with Rhela. Discuss gifts for Valentine's Day.
There's no shortage of Valentine's Day gifts to choose on the markets. By all accounts, the most popular chocolate is from the Bismarck. Are you planning to give a special someone a gift to? Assuming you have the skills, they say nothing conveys your feelings quite like the chocolates you have made yourself. And if you're thinking flowers, a red as a rose never fails to please.
Yeah, oldies but goodies, they definitely work on people. This relaxing resident here, this gentleman is who we speak to next. Nothing feels so fun as finishing up a good day's work.
Hearken thee, for Valentine's Day, that grand celebration of ardor and affection is come once more. We are hosting Valentine's Day celebrations at Miketos Amphitheater. Join us for refreshments, costumes, and a special event wherein participants proclaim their affections.
A handsome invitation from a handsome lass. How could I refuse? I'll bring my wife too. She loves her festivals. Well, that's quite a compliment there.
Wonderful. We look forward to seeing you there.
And so away he goes.
Handsome? If anything, I wanted to be winsome.
Must be the tuxedo.
I just have to try harder next time, I suppose. Well, let's make our way through the ebony stalls and to the Centaur's Eye.
For those of you wondering where the Centaur's Eye is, it's just south of the Lancers Guild. Lucky us. But yeah, it's obviously the tuxedo that's giving people the impression that you are handsome and not winsome. But, I mean, Astrid's been wearing a tuxedo for 4 years now, so I can understand that you're now filling her shoes just as Astrid's filling Lisette's. So as we round the corner and make our way to the Centaur's Eye, we do have another place where we can talk with Miss Emily here and discuss the Centaur's Eye.
This is my brother-in-law's shop. He proposed to my sister on Valentine's Day, and they have been inseparable ever since.
Well, that's good to hear. Let's see if that parlays in to speak with this contemplative resident. As we go to cutscene for this one.
A very good tea to you, miss. Do you not simply adore this sweet season of ardor and affection?
Yeah, trying to get her attention here.
Oh, you're one of the Valentine's Day people, I take it?
Indeed.
Indeed I am. Over at Miketos Amphitheater, we are hosting a delightful event with gorgeous costumes to try on, and an opportunity to speak of love to your heart's content. Well now, what a passionate and dashing emissary you are. Thank you for the invitation, and good luck with the festivities.
As the music is stopping. But why though? Uh-oh.
Dashing? Oh.
Yeah, this doesn't sit well with her for some reason.
I know it was sent in kindness, but I just... No, this is no time to complain, not when Astrid is trying so hard to do her sister proud.
Yeah, you can tell she's over at Miketos Amphitheater doing her work.
She was hesitant about the dress, said that such attire doesn't become her, but she donned it anyway in order to be like Lisette. And she positively shines in it, don't you think?
Well, she certainly looks determined.
It was to help her shine even brighter that I decided to wear this suit. I believed it would serve to provide contrast when we are side by side on stage.
Well, that would be true, but you don't seem to be satisfied with this arrangement.
But this simply isn't me. I've always preferred to look ladylike, adorable, and being called handsome and dashing reminds me of how far from myself I am right now. I need to persevere. I know this. It isn't the time to be selfish. And yet...
Yeah, I don't think having preferences is selfish. And I'm sure Astrid would want you to feel comfortable, but yeah. Let's tell her what she needs to hear.
Surely? Then perhaps I will speak with Astrid about it. I will need a moment to gather my thoughts, but let's meet back at the amphitheater shortly.
Okay, I will see you there. Okay, we are back here at Mikedo's amphitheater. So there's Rhela and there is Emily. So let's go ahead and speak with her as the sun begins to set on this day here in Gridania.
Ah, there you are. I tried gathering my thoughts, but I still don't know how I should broach this subject with Astrid. Nevertheless, I'm determined to speak with her, and I will be grateful for your presence.
Of course. We can definitely do that for you, Miss Emily. As Astrid is continuing to receive guests, but she too seems sad. Is the weight too much for her to bear? The weight of expectation, I should say.
Welcome back, my messengers. How fared your efforts? Oh, splendidly. We met many souls eager to celebrate this season of love, and I'm getting pissed off because my stupid controller is now having a problem that just won't go away. But if I may, there's something I wish to discuss with you. Later, perhaps. You're looking a little pale, Astrid. Are you feeling well? Fret not, Emily. I am simply blushed with anticipation for today's most lovely events. Piqued with pleasure, as it were. Weak with, I mean... Oh, am I fooling? The truth is, people have been bombarding me with compliments on my appearance. Every second person says that I look sweet or adorable, and it's been positively exhausting.
Yeah, a bit of shock here.
As a daughter of nobility, I know I ought to desire such praise. Beauty and grace are highly commendable virtues in our circles, after all. But one day I met a knight, a fellow daughter of a noble house, and I found myself drawn to her strength and gallantry. One famous ancestor, Countess Arabelle, was also a skilled warrior, you know. Alas, I've never had the physical disposition for such a rigorous calling. And though I can find comfort in incorporating my spirit of chivalry into my guise and mannerism, if I am to be an emissary worthy of succeeding Lisette, I must accept the attire that comes with the position and set aside my own preferences.
Oh, really? Yeah, seems like Emily would be happy to trade outfits with you, or expressing one's own preferences is also an expression of love. Self-love, but yeah, Emily seems to be happy to want to swap with you if you'd be so kind. Yeah, and Emily's like, what?
What are you doing? My thoughts! Must gather my thoughts! Astrid, I know your feelings all too well, for I have them too, though in reverse to you. I find it uplifting to be called sweet or adorable, yet I feel anything but handsome in this handsome suit. As emissaries of love, our duty is to help people embrace their hearts. But how are we to do this if we don't embrace our own? If we don't love ourselves and pursue our own happiness?
Yeah, the look of shock on her face is it all.
You're right, Emily. You're absolutely right. There I was, shiningly set for ignoring our own happiness, yet here I am guilty of doing the very same thing. In order to become a great emissary like my sister, I had believed that I needed to emulate her completely, but that isn't the case.
And so?
No, as my sister herself advised, I need to stay true to my heart. Only then can I hope to become the best emissary that I can be.
Well, it seems like we've struck a chord with the two of them.
Were it not for your encouragement, Astrid and I might have continued to be miserable, trying to be someone we're not. Thank you for helping us to be true to ourselves.
Glad I could help.
Come, Emily, let us trade outfits at once.
Yes, indeed. Although the tuxedo may be one size too small, you might need to go back to your own size there, Astrid. Yeah, there we go. Now let's do this again. Yeah, they seem satisfied. And as everyone's looking on from outside the amphitheater, even Hortense and Lisette are having a look. Yeah, never thought you'd see Lisette in something other than her heart-shaped apron dress, did you? Yeah, we've known her to be wearing this for so long that seeing her dressed casually is kind of a shock.
Just so. To succeed someone doesn't mean you have to imitate them. Now that Astrid has learned this, she's surely ready to take over the Valentione legacy.
Which means we can start considering our future in earnest. Among other things, I still need to pay my respects to your family. After all these years, Hortense?
Yes, well, we'll get to it soon enough. Ishgard wasn't built in a day, you know.
At least they can both take solace and comfort. And knowing that these little ladies have done their job well. And yeah, don't worry, we'll take care of the girls. They're well on their way to doing a lot of wonderful things when it comes to art or infection for not just Gridania, but all of Eorzea too. So for completing the 2023 edition Valentine's Day quest, of which there's only one, we'll take our 1,440 experience points, 315 gil, and the Frilled Emissary's attire coffer. And in addition, you now have access to the Valentone Ceremony seasonal instance. To enter the venue, speak with the House Valentone servant at Mikedo's Amphitheater. So yeah, this is the same events that I've shown a couple of times in previous years. It's the one that features the maze where you have to run together with someone, and then you have to play the card memory game afterwards. And we also earn the achievements To Thine Own Self Be True. Yes, indeed. Okay, so for this next part, I had to re-record it for purposes because unfortunately I had some issues with what happened after. But this is what Rika looks like. She's wearing the same outfit as Emily is, and of course what Astrid was wearing earlier. Of course, there's the spot where you can go do the Maze Challenge and Memory Card Challenge that was available a few years ago, so they brought that back. And so we're going to go ahead because there was mention that we would get to hear people professing their love. So yeah, it's a shame I have to drop Rhela for this because of situation, but I'm glad that I can at least get this footage shown for all of you. So let's go ahead and speak with Emily.
The day's crowning event is about to begin, adventurer. Folks from all walks of will speak of their greatest love while dressed in the latest Valentone fashions. You'll be staying to watch, of course?
Of course I will. So depending on how much of the game you've completed, you will get as many as 5 options, beginning with the Face of Adventure and a Fosterer of Flora. That's quite a bit of a tongue twister there. And yeah, there is a captive audience that comes to watch.
Please give a warm welcome to Gridania's very own Mother Mion and Fufucha. Tell us, what inspired you to participate in today's event? I thought I'd use this opportunity to advertise the Adventurers Guild, which operates at the Carlin Canopy. To those seeking adventure or scrumptious sealed pie, look no further. And I'm here representing the Botanists Guild. We hope to cultivate a fondness of flora in one and all.
Yeah, but this is about love, though.
There's no better way to express one's love than in the company of like-minded friends. Please share with us what it is that you love.
And even get a round of applause, too.
Well, I can't speak of love without mentioning tea. Whether I'm enjoying a cup or brewing a pot for a weary soul, tea brings me joy like little else. We serve only the finest teas at the Carlin Canopy, and I hope you'll all come and try some. There's a drop for every taste. To that I can attest, though, admittedly, my own adoration lies more with the leaves than the beverage. Be it herbs or fruits or flowers, it's my passion and purpose to understand nature's bounty for the benefit of both mankind and the star.
And as we watch on...
Well, now if tea and flowers aren't absolutely perfect for this season of doting, I invite you all to seek out the Carlin Canopy and Botanist Guild to treat yourselves and your loved ones. Thank you, Mother Mion and Fufucha.
Yeah, it's hard to not enjoy getting the opportunity to see these two interacting. So let's go ahead and move on to our next one. So this time we'll have the Soul of Wood and a Great Oak in the making. Let's find out what this entails.
We welcome to the stage two Gredonian mainstays, Timber Master Beaton and young Nicolo. Tell us what inspired you to participate in today's event.
That should be evident. I desire to share my wood with the world.
I'm here with old Peter, the Timber Master, to keep watch over him, I suppose. Oh, but I'm also hoping to find more younglings to play with us in the Acorn Orchard. So ahead to new friends and timber enthusiasts. Lovely. Without further ado then, what is it that you love?
Your query is simple, but how does one aptly describe the fire kindled within a carpenter's breast at the sight of a quarter-cleft plank? The thrill of taking hard wood in hand, stroking it end to end, feeling every knot and grain against your fingertips. No words could do such euphoria justice. Yeah, that's just how he is.
What he's saying is, wood is great.
Yeah, Timber Master Bean is a little too passionate about his craft.
As for me, I love all my friends as well as the carpenters who built our play equipment. That includes the Timber Master, of course.
As we nod in approval for Nicolio, at least.
Marvelous! Those with a love of wood, the Carpenter's Guild has what you desire and more. And young ones who wish to play, don't be shy. Run along to the Acorn Orchard and get to know Nicolio. Thank you for joining us.
And this time we'll be speaking with infatuated emissaries. Who comes to join us this time?
May I have a warm welcome for Lisette de Valentione and her beloved Sir Hotterfons? Tell us, what inspired you to participate in today's event? Well, I can hardly forego this splendid production of art or of fiction hosted by my very own emissaries of love.
Precisely, we are here to support you, and I suppose I'd like to profess my passions a little as well.
How romantic! You have our audience captivated already. Tell us all about your love.
Please do. Well, my love, my angel is... Oh, how am I to aptly summarize such feelings? Ever since my darling Lisette, my goddess, first descended upon me as I lay collapsed among the pillars, I knew that I could never love another. Even now, when she gathers me into her milky arms...
What are you doing saying such embarrassing things out loud? And what's even worse is...
Is what?
I don't dislike it. Whenever you bare your heart to me like that, it makes me think of all I'd like to bury in return.
Yeah, all we can do is just watch awkwardly. Yeah, Lisette is good at spreading love, but not exactly at keeping it herself.
We seem to be out of time. Perhaps these two love doves can continue their conversation somewhere private. Thank you very much.
Oh, poor Lisette. And now we'll speak with some Scion sisters. And for those of you wondering, no, it's not who you thought it was. Yeah, it's not Ishjola and Amitra, unfortunately. We have two you've probably never met before, but they were NPCs in the Scion's various headquarters during the stage of the game.
Well, welcome to the stage, former Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Eleanor and Clemence. Tell us, what inspired you to participate in today's event? I happen to be staying in Gredonia at the moment, so I thought I'd join in the celebration. For my part, I came to the Torswood to meet my sister, whom I hadn't seen in a while, but one thing led to another, and now here we are. What heartwarming familial affection! With that, please share with us what you love most. What I love most is love! Brotherly love! Our heart used to wash over me in waves of blessed warmth, but that tide has receded and I've been left high and dry. Damn it all! I can't bear it anymore! Can't bear the deprivation! Please don't take it from me! Give me back my brotherly love!
Yeah, well, we have to think was her brother killed in the Garlean raid back in Reborn. Yeah, and all of a sudden she's like, "You maniacs! You blew it up!"
Oh, give me strength. Can't we make it through a single day without the mention of brotherly love? And in front of all and sundry, no less. Please, forget you heard any thoughts, everyone. I'm presently studying at the Astrological Manishgard, and I love every moment of it. And once I've concluded my time there, I believe I will be next exploring Nemean magics.
Yeah, we're shocked at Aenor's Charlton Heston. Yeah.
Though even asked to forget it, I must say I didn't quite understand it myself. Thank you for sharing, Anor and Clemence, and please enjoy the rest of the festivities.
Yeah, why are we cheering this? The only thing that's missing is the Statue of Liberty's head. And last but not least, we will be meeting a funny talking fortune teller and a furry friend. So who comes to join us? Well, we do see a Loperet.
We have with us today a most honored guest, the one and only Oriange Ogoret, accompanied by the sweet pudding way. Tell us what inspired you to participate in today's events.
Yeah, Oriange taking time from his busy schedule to come and pay us a visit. Is this the first time he's ever been in Gridania? Simply, these observances of love did seem a worthy endeavor. That I should chance to spy a familiar countenance among those in attendance served as further encouragement.
And I've come for the pudding!
Of course you have.
What a charming duo. Now please tell us what the crowd is simply dying to know. What do you love?
Yeah, how about you there, Oriange? Well, first we're getting to pudding way.
Love? Why pudding, of course! Sticky pudding, jiggly pudding, pudding with sweetmeats or biscuits, so long as it is pudding, it brings me unparalleled delight!
It certainly does. And as for you, Oriange, were I to likewise nominate a dish for which I harbour affection, it could be naught else but cockatrice meatballs, not only for the gastronomic pleasure it doth provide, but the fond memories it doth rouse. Yeah, do you know where he's going with this? In my youth, knowing it to be my favourite, a dear friend oft prepared it for me. From the burnt flavours of her earliest attempts to the sublime texture of her later handiwork, to simply think that the dish doth transport me back to those halcyon days. Yeah, we know who he's referring to.
Meals shared with a special someone and the undeniable joy of pudding. Two exceptional examples of love indeed. I am feeling rather peckish myself. Thank you for your participation.
Yeah, didn't quite expect to see these two here, did you? So I did manage to save some of the footage from the end of the video, so I'm going to take you back to that right now, and we will catch up back with you over in Shirogane, where there is, well, I'll show you before we get to that point, but among other things, once you come to the Brevet of Love here, you can get, among other things, a new ballroom etiquette called Valentione's Dangers, which gives you the Eat Chocolate emote, and a Valentione's Heart Desk, which I'll be showing off. So let's go, and of course there's these other things as well, so let's go and have the opportunity to see what it looks like.
So this is what the heart desk looks like. It's basically a table. It comes to you in a standard wooden brown, but I've already dyed it pink just so, of course, it matches with Rika, because you know how she rolls with being pretty in pink, and
I can't wait to put a whole bunch of amazing things here on the table, and really looking forward to possibly me even moving it over there and making it the centerpiece of the room, because I think it would be amazing to put as a centerpiece for Rika's room, and it would be cool to see, and wow, it would definitely be perfect for Rika and Rhela. And so I guess the next step will be eventually to go and take the Ceremony of Eternal Bonding, because Rika has really been embraced wide open, with arms wide open by Rhela, and they've struck up a very wonderful relationship. And so I imagine that the Ceremony of Eternal Bonding will only be a matter of time for these two. So thanks so much to Rhela for coming along with me and for taking the journey here for Valentine's Day 2023, and who knows, you might see the two of us together more often as we begin to wind down the time that I'll be doing this as a Let's Play, and we'll see just how far we can go. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and I'll look forward to seeing all of you next time, because I do plan to record the 2 bonus pieces of content that I've been wanting to show off for a while, but I've been putting it off, but now I have the time to do so I'll definitely be making a point to do that. So thanks everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light and be showered with ardor and affection.